Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming the transgender Q&A video I promised in my last video. And since a lot of you guys didn't ask me questions, I'm going to be pulling questions from online that I found. These are just transgender interview questions. So let's get started. Question number 1. How old were you when you first realized something was wrong? This all started back when I was in, I'd say about 6th grade. I was dating this girl and we were BFFs. We were dating, but it wasn't like a real relationship, if you know what I mean. After 2 years, I finally decided to cut off our relationship, realizing that I was interested in men. And at the time, I was still considering myself male, so I came out as being gay. But shortly after coming out as gay, and I mean very shortly, like 4 months, I decided to put on makeup and a dress and a wig and ended up feeling overwhelmed. I've explained this before in my previous videos where I talk about my coming out experience, my first journal entry. You can see all that right here. But to sum things up, I'd have to say after trying on females' clothing and realizing how much I wasn't happier. I liked the way I appeared, and I felt like it was represented more of a real me when I looked in the mirror. So I'd have to say that's when I first realized that I was willing to consider the possibilities of being more feminine. But something was wrong kind of all of growing up. Honestly, I've never fit in with any particular group. The girls thought I was weird and nerdy, while the boys just didn't really want to hang out with me or talk to me because I didn't really get along with them. So I guess realizing something was wrong has been a forever burden internally. Question number 2. Are you gay, lesbian, or straight? So I explained this again in another previous video, but just because I'm transgendered and recognize myself as female does not mean I'm obligated to be straight. I consider myself a straight female, but others, of course, don't see it that way. So, straight. I am straight. I'm a straight transgender woman. Question number 3. What is a common misconcept about transgender people that you think other people should know the truth about? I have to say this because it's really one of those things that isn't that big of a deal, but it really is irritating. A lot of people that are uneducated continue to recognize transgender people as drag queens. I need to make the distinction yet again that transgender people are not drag queens. Drag queens are people who dress up for sole purpose of entertaining. They self-identify as male, and I don't go out into the world self-identifying as male. So the difference is I recognize myself as female when drag queens recognize themselves as being male and do drag for the simple purpose of entertaining. Question number 4. Have you ever had a hate crime done against you? Now, I actually personally wrote this in there because with other transgender or LGBT people, I know hate crimes are a serious problem. I personally haven't had a hate crime done against me, and I've been fortunate enough to have very mild bullying, not anything too severe other than name calling and having friends cut out of my life because their parents don't agree with me, well, who I am. Question number 5. Are you currently in transition? I am currently taking estrogen and testosterone blockers and all that jazz. But the physical changes I'm still going through. I have several surgeries I'm looking into that I will definitely talk in a future video. Question number 6. Were you afraid of going through transition? Yes. This is a definite yes. I contemplated even talking to a therapist and starting this whole process. I was just terrified that starting it would change me to the point where I wouldn't even like the person that I had become. But it totally was not like that. I was asking one of my other transgender friends just a bunch of random weird questions, and she really enlightened me on the whole process, and it made me feel more comfortable. So if you're considering going through this, definitely consider talking to someone that is going through a similar circumstance as you are considering putting yourself through. Question number 7. What did you have to go through before the doctor had approved you for hormones or gender reassignment surgery, whichever applies? So, like I was saying before, I had to see a gender therapist to be able to get onto estrogen, and I just had to see her for 2 months. I think I saw her twice, and then she approved me. Question number 8. How long were you in denial for? The denial phase was really me being androgynous and not feeling like I was capable of asking others to recognize me as being female. So I'd say it lasted about a year and a half before I finally told people and was accepting myself for being who I wanted to be and that it was okay. Number 9. Do you want to have your own family someday? I am super excited to be able to raise my own kids. I do want to have my own family. Obviously, I can't carry my own children. So my husband, when that comes, and I will have to weigh our options and pick and choose what best suits us as a couple. But I do want kids. I would say 2 little boys. Question number 10. In what ways have you changed since coming out? Good or bad? Physically, I have changed a lot. I am 6 months into my hormones since coming out. It's been about 10 months, and the number one thing I think that's changed is my personality. I think I'm happier, I am nicer, and more energetic and passionate. Question number 11. How did your family and friends react when you came out? My family was very supportive and open-minded about the entire thing, and they just wanted to make sure that I was making the correct actions and doing it in a safe manner. My friends all showed significant support and loving. They welcomed all the life changes that were about to come with open arms, and I'm very, very, very thankful for that. Question number 12. What's one thing you would say to a young LGBTQ plus person? Someone like you. One thing I would say to a fellow transgender person would be never think of yourself as something lower than what you are. You are worth it, and you are special. No matter what you think, no matter what people say, you are whatever you want to be. You can do it. You've got this. So I'm going to end the video right there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please remember to always love yourself no matter who you are. And if you haven't checked me out on social media, feel free to do so. I post on Instagram and Twitter and Tumblr and Pinterest and all that jazz down below. Facebook. Don't forget Facebook. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that big red button and subscribe. So I'd love to see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. So, what's up with people and saying so? One question I have been getting asked a lot is pronouns, because a lot of you have been going back through my videos and noticing that, let's just say the first half of my channel so far, half that I've posted, so like the first 10 videos, my family that has ever been involved in it have recognized me as he.